Hey everybody! So if you watched yesterday's video, then you know that my whole face of the day outfit thing didn't work out because I need to keep the videos under 15 minutes and that clocked in at around 14. So I wanted to be able to talk about some of the products that I'm wearing and do something on another subject too in every video. So in order to do that, I decided what I'm going to do is, instead of telling you every single product that I'm wearing and talking about it, I'm just going to list them all in the description box, just like I always normally would. But what I'm going to do is, instead, I'm going to talk about 4 focal points of the look that I have on. And the 4 points are going to be, or 4 categories: nail polish, foundation, eyeshadow, and lip products, because to me that more or less forms the basis of how things look. So that's what I decided to go with. And like I said, if you want to see what I'm wearing for some other category, just look in the description box. So let's start with nail polish. On my nails today, and you know, I do my nails about once a week, so I won't really need to discuss what's on my nails every single day. Probably once a week is all I'll need to talk about it. But on my nails is the new Sally Hansen Triple Shine, and I got it in the color Slick Black. I painted my nails with this on Sunday night, and the first layer that I put on, well, I always do a base coat, and then the first layer I put on didn't really apply that well, but had this problem with so many other polishes before, so I just kept on going. And when I applied the second coat, everything was fine. You know, it evened out and it applied okay. And then I did my top coat, and this is the end result. So I'm pretty rough on my nails. You know, I do household stuff, I do a lot of cooking, and yeah, speaking of cooking, in case you've been wondering about that mark on my hand, I was putting a big casserole dish in the oven and just ever so slightly touched the edge of the oven, and I didn't think it was any big deal, but then the next day it got pretty nasty looking. But it's on the mend now, but that's an oven burn. But anyways, who cares, right? So what was I talking about? I'm easily distracted. So yeah, for this nail polish, I'm pretty rough on my nails, and so far so good. You figure I painted my nails on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, here we are Wednesday, and no chips yet. I've got a little bit of tip wear, but that has nothing to do with the nail polish. That has to do with all the typing that I do. So far so good on this. But yeah, the first coat didn't go on that well, but the second coat evened everything out, and it was fine after that. And I always do a base coat and a top coat. And usually 2 coats of polish is what I would normally do. So this was the usual 2-coater. But so far, so good. Alright, second, I said, is going to be foundation. It's going to mess with my skin by doing this, but I'm going to switch up my foundation every day. And I'm so fascinated with foundations right now, and I want to like get more and test them all out and compare them to each other. So I was in my foundation drawer looking at what I had, and I saw this Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream, and I was like, why did I stop using this? Because I was using it every single day because I was trying to get rid of it because I don't like it. And I pair that with my Bare Minerals Original Formula powder foundation, because BB creams don't really give much coverage. So usually the way most people wear them is to put a powder foundation on top of it, because you'll get the added coverage that you need, and then it will set the BB cream. So I had been using these two together for the longest time, and then all of a sudden I stopped using it, and I was like, why did I stop doing that? Because there's so little left in these containers that I might as well, you know, keep going and use them up. So I put these 2 things on over the weekend, And it only took one day for me to remember why I put them in the drawer and did not want to use them up. And by the way, I have these on today. And the reason for that is because the BB cream makes me break out because it is loaded with sunscreen. I have an allergy to certain sunscreen ingredients, and this says titanium dioxide sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 30. That's some pretty heavy duty coverage, but it most likely has other sunscreen ingredients in it. No, actually no, that's the only one listed as an active ingredient. But I've had reactions to other sunscreen ingredients too, so I can tolerate a small amount of sunscreen in a foundation, but not SPF 30. That tells me that, you know, there's quite a bit in there. So I hate to waste things, so I'm just going to keep on using it with the Bare Minerals just to use these two things up. But I did get a blemish on my skin the other day from using it, so my skin does not like the sunscreen. But as long as it's just a blemish and it's not like a full-on, like, you know, reaction with dots, spots all over my face, I can handle one blemish. And usually it goes away quickly anyway because it is an allergic reaction. But yeah, I just want to use these two things up. There's hardly anything left in these two containers, so I just want to use them just to use them, if you know what I mean. So these are the two things that I have on today. And then as far as my eyes go, I have on the Revlon Colorstay Quad in Addictive. Now, a lot of people don't like this quad. This doesn't get good reviews at all. And I can see why. I mean, they're not the most pigmented shadows in the world, but I actually kind of like them. I like the assortment of colors. And I think that if you use the whole quad, and you kind of have to because the colors are so soft and not that pigmented, but if you use all four colors, I think the end result is kind of pretty. So that's what I have on my eyes right now. Revlon Colorstay in Addictive. So I don't know, it works for me. You know, I guess it depends on what you're used to using, but one of the things that I like about drugstore eyeshadows is they're challenging. They're actually a lot harder to use than department store shadows, because with department store shadows, they're normally softer and more pigmented. So when you work with something that's got a harder texture to it and is not very pigmented, then you better know what the heck you're doing or it's not going to work out right. But thank goodness for my e.l.f. Eyelid Primer, because that totally saves the day. That stuff can make any eyeshadow work. It's pretty darn good. On my lips today, I am wearing something that I haven't worn in a long time. And all I have on is a Maybelline Baby Lips. And this is in the color Peach Kiss. When these first came out, everybody went nuts over them, and including myself. And then they just kind of sat in a drawer, and I, moved on to different things. So I was thinking about those yesterday, and I said to myself, I'm gonna just wear a tinted lip balm tomorrow, because my lips have been getting really dry along with the rest of me ever since we have changed the clocks, turned on the furnace, and the heat is blasting all the time because it's freezing cold outside. Everything has been getting really dry on me. So I said, I'm just gonna do a tinted lip balm today. So that's what I went with anyways, is the Maybelline Baby Lips in Peach Kiss. And last night, my husband and I went out to a store, and I repurchased the one in Quenched, because remember I was talking in yesterday's video about how very few things have I ever used up completely. Well, I used up one of these quite some time ago, and I do have other lip balms, so I didn't really want to repurchase it right away because I had other lip balms to get through. But I picked this up because this is always sold out wherever I go. And I wanted to have it ready when I finish the lip balm that I'm currently using. And if you've never tried this before, super hydrating, moisturizing, and the quenched one smells like candy. So I love things that smell sweet, like the gourmand type scents. Love it. Okay, so this is the part of the, I was going to say movie. This is the part of the video where we move on to another subject matter. And what I was just talking about is a really good segue into this, because I'm going to talk about layering scents. Everything nowadays is scented and has fragrance in it. And it occurred to me the other day when I was thinking about this that, you know, we take a shower and our soap or our body wash has a scent. Our shampoo, our conditioner has a scent. You get out of the shower, your deodorant has a scent, you put lotion on your body, the lotion has a scent, then you put perfume on. We're on scent overload with every product that we use. So I thought, instead of using a billion different products that all have a different scent, I should at least try to incorporate one aspect of the scent that I like into several products. So that way I keep more or less layering the same scent by using different products, and then it will last longer. I'll be able to smell the scent that I like, and I've been doing it for the last, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 days now, I think, and I love it. Should have done this a long time ago. So what I did was, well, first of all, the scent that I enjoy is Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar. So I decided to try and get a body wash and a body lotion to match this, but not by going to Bath & Body Works and buying the ones that they sell. I wanted to do it on a less expensive level and a more convenient level without having to go to the mall to make my purchases, because now that we're getting close to Christmas, the traffic near the mall is getting really crazy. So what I ended up getting was, I got Suave, Cocoa Butter and Shea for the body wash, and I got Up and Up, which is Target's brand, Cocoa Butter Body Lotion. Now you're probably thinking to yourself,
it's 11 o'clock.
You're probably thinking to yourself, cocoa butter? What does that have to do with warm vanilla sugar? Smell them. Smell. If you have any of those scents at home, smell them. They're the same. It's weird. I don't know why vanilla would smell like cocoa or chocolate, but it does. So that's working out for me. The scent lasts much longer, and I like the idea of using the same scent in layers. So that's it, you guys, and it looks like it worked out doing it this way, because I'm looking at the clock and perfect, right in the time frame that I wanted. Hey, I'll see you next time. Bye.